Well, New Mutants did come out this past weekend, and it made money. Now, it didn't make a lot, and a lot of people are saying, well, look at the situation, but when you compare it to Tenet, which also opened this weekend, although internationally, that made way more. So, we're going to talk about the situation New Mutants is in. So, the numbers have come in this fine Monday morning, and they're at 8 million. 8 million is how much New Mutants made across the weekend. Now, of course, 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend, whatever you consider it. Yes, Thursday rolls into Friday. So, again, the total, 8 million. Which, honestly, is, in this case, I think it's bad. I'm going to go with bad. And it wouldn't be as bad if Tenet didn't release overseas and make like 40 million plus internationally. So, the way we're looking at it is, New Mutants would have always had an uphill battle anyway, considering that, if you look at the last film in the franchise, in the X-Men franchise, if you look at Dark Phoenix, that one didn't do so well. So, there was no scenario, I think, ever, even with all the theaters open, and considering half were open in the United States, that this was going to do like 40, 50 million opening weekend. That just wasn't going to happen. So the truth of it is, the film did as good as expected in a scenario like this. Now, at the same time, that is also bad. And obviously, the bad comes from, well, we expected low numbers and we got them. So there was no surprise there. And realistically, this is one of those movies that if you look at it, I think the box office should have been somewhat better, considering, hey, look, it does have the Marvel logo on it, right? So shouldn't that indicate something? The people that don't know. Again, it's one of these scenarios that's tough to be in right now. I mean, Tenet definitely should have done more, right? But again, look at the landscape, look at the world, look at everything, and just sort of gauge and go, well, it can't do that. So it's important that New Mutants came out, and it's good that it finally came out, but the box office is bad, and the ugly truth of it all is that the box office always would have been bad. It never would have been this amazing thing, but it's just sort of this weird scenario to be in, as this film is the conclusion to the X-Men, but it came out with very little advertising, because naturally it was never going to have much, and it's just something that, it got out there, it did what it did, and that's really it. That's the story of this movie.